Hello everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about no drug dealer's road to success. Before I get started, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to click that notification bell so that that's you, will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up. 2, scroll down where the text is posted for the video. You will find 11 terms. I ask that you please look those 11 terms up via a video format platform. And right now that's YouTube. And you may already be here. Don't leave this video, but okay. And please also look up 5 videos per term. Why 5 videos per term, Kimmy? Because I'm a victim of gang stalking and you may be also, or someone you know and love. Okay. It's real. Okay, I did this video some time back, just went through my videos and cannot find it. So I'm like, okay, that could be a good thing. I need to update the information maybe, But, and also before I get started, no offense to anyone who's a drug dealer. I'm going to talk about drug dealers, however, in this video, but I don't have a heaven or hell to put anyone in. Make it do what it do. If that's something you want to do, I'm not also saying I condone in it, but I'm staying in my lane. Okay. But I am using drug dealers as an example. So no drug dealers road to success. You guys, first of all, Kimmy, what is the definition of success? I have my own definition of success, and that is success is when a plan of action is implemented and desired results are produced. Let me say that again. And that is my quote. Success is when a plan of action is implemented, and desired results are produced. One more time. Success is when a plan of action is implemented and desired results are produced. That doesn't have to deal with money. You could be the vice president or the president of the PTA board, and you could be successful in doing something, and there you go. You accomplished something. Also, success is in the mind of the beholder. It is not for you to determine whether someone is successful or not. Although on the surface, they may not be. You can tell they were not successful. But in their minds, they may have thought, I didn't finish it, but I was successful in completing one of those tasks that was really, really grueling for me. And so I succeeded in accomplishing that part. And hey, I'll just start back up later. So there you go. And I'm also weary of people who say they've never failed. I wouldn't even follow or subscribe to someone who claims that they've never failed in life or in business. And by the way, this is for business minded people. The purpose of this video, for those of you who are wanting to go into business. And I must say, for the record, just because you have a business mind, or better yet, want to go in business, does not mean that you have a business mind. And I also have to encourage those of you who have not taken courses for business. It's possible. We have the internet. With the World Wide Web, you can do it. There are so many successful people who have not gone to college to get a business degree of any type, and they are successful. And there you go, successful. That's the end result of the idea or ideals. So if you can be successful without going to college and getting this business degree, go ahead. These days, getting degrees such as, that, or unless you're in the medical field, lawyers, something like that, the law field. But, when it comes to a business degree, it's personal. It really is personal. That's something I want to do. Whereas back in the day, you basically had to have a business degree of some sort, maybe, sort of. And, to be very, very successful in business. And this is before the World Wide Web. So now you can do now you can do what you want to do. Okay. So yeah. So once again, that quote is: success is when a plan of action is implemented and desired results are produced. Okay. So to encourage some of you who want to go in business, I put drug dealers in this for this reason. Drug dealers do 2 things. They get product and they sell product. Great, great. They're making money. Although they make this money, and some have made millions, there was or is no success when you have to sleep with one eye open and look over your shoulders every waking hour. Success lets you rest in peace and walk without fear. That's one of my quotes. Okay. It is not success when you have to sleep with one eye open and look over your shoulders, every waking hour. Success lets you rest in peace and walk without fear. So true. So here we go. You guys, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. Even with my skin and hair care line, especially the hair care portion of it, is really booming right now because a lot of Black African women have realized my hair will grow. Oh my God. And also with that, a lot of Black African women have gone into business to create products for Black African women's hair or anyone's hair for that matter, but predominantly Black African women's hair. It's called the natural hair care movement, both of those, the products that are being produced and the Black African women who are even biracial. Some people, well, they're biracial. It doesn't, come on, that they're not included. Biracial people are included as well. If you have a Black African mom or dad, there you go. All right. But so there's products being produced for people in the natural hair care movement. And there are people who have joined the natural hair care movement. No membership required. Okay. But for those of you who are starting any business and who may already be in business, this holds true. You've got to do the work. Okay. I don't care how you say it. You got to do the work. You've got to do the work. Do the work. Get her done. No rest without finance. However you want to look at it, you have to do the work. And as I was saying, even with my products, my skin and hair care line, but it's specifically the hair care portion of both of those, the hair care line, I've had people trying to copy my stuff. Just trying to copy it. I'm like, tips. Here's some tips. This is what I do. Because I'm a victim of gang stalking, I cannot just go in my kitchen and just whip it up, and I hate the word can't, but it is, it suffices in my life. I can't do this. I can't open up a laptop. I blah, 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 blah. Can't. But I'm still moving on. I know how to go around that mountain. I'm fully aware I can't go through it, regardless of power. I can't even move it, regardless of what the Bible says. I even questioned that. I said, who put that in the Bible? I mean, I like to see you move that mountain. I'm waiting. No, you can't move a mountain. And, though that is questionable how that got in there, you can't in all reality. I don't care what kind of Christian you are or what walk of life, you can't move a mountain. Now, a mountain can be moved, but it cannot be moved by one man alone without some type of assistance and equipment. Okay, so there you go. But I understand the saying, Wyatt said. But your mindset, you guys, when you go into business, you go in with your ideas and ideals. Don't steal someone else's ideals and ideas. You can be encouraged by them, but and they're probably not the first or the last to make whatever they made. I'm in the hair care business, the hair care line, hair care products. Gosh, come on. I would be a hypocrite to think that I am the first to do this and do that. Now, I can interjecting myself. I can say clearly that I am, because of the research and everything I've done many, many years, I am the first person that's basically growing people's hair with alopecia without a prescription. I haven't looked at every product on the market, but my products, especially some in particular, are growing people's hair with alopecia extremely fast. Even the fact that it's growing period is a blessing. I've challenged the scar tissue theory that if you have alopecia, there's 14 types, and also two things that will cause alopecia. That's a high peta as well as trichomoniasis. I know I'm saying it wrong, but that's pulling on your hair all the time. You see people doing that all the time. They're like, it's a nervous condition, and some people say it's mental. I don't think it's mental. It's a nervous condition where you are thinking about something, but in the meantime, your hands will migrate to your hair, and this could be any hair on your body, and you will just pull it and pick at it. Some people do it while they're watching TV, reading a book. Some people do it in the classroom, and that it is what it is. And those two things, high petodocia as well as trichomoniasis. I'm losing my not train of thought, but I'm losing the words. Well, those will cause alopecia, okay, but they are not alopecia, like, your hair, like a condition that's caused alopecia that's caused by a medical condition or pregnancy or something like that, okay? But yeah, the products are growing people's hair with alopecia, and the scar tissue theory, a couple of those alopecias cause scar tissue, where if you were to look at the scalp, that area is darker than the color of the scalp in other areas. And it has been stated throughout that from my research, whether books or online, that hair will not grow. I have proved that wrong, multiple times. So first things first, be careful of what you listen to, be careful of what you read. I'm going to challenge when people say things when it comes to my skin and hair care line. I'm going to challenge that, there's a certain oil that you say has a comedogenic rating of this, but and you can't put it on your face because it would cause acne. I'm going to put that on my face, and I'm going to see if it causes acne. And I have to say, this is a true story. It really does cause acne. Just a simple touch. My skin is normally acne prone, and just a simple touch of this oil to my face, whether, just leaving it on or wiping it off or rubbing it in, whatever, causes acne in that area. Very high comedogenic rating, but it's excellent for your hair. I mean, it's like a win-win situation. Gotta have it in my hair products, and at least some of them. So you guys, in comedogenic rating is a 0 to 5 chance that particular item will cause acne. Okay, that's what that is, from 0 to 5. 2 in the middle, something like, well, not something like that. That's true. 2 is in the middle. It may or may not. When you go to 5, yeah. Okay. So back to what I was saying, so you in business, you have to challenge things, think outside the box, do it a little different, have a niche this and or niche that. You have to have your own thing going. To just think that you can, such as myself, in my case, I'm being spied on, and think that you are going to copy my things, it's not going to happen that way. Because here's the deal. I started saying this earlier. I, being the person that I am, I'm going to trick you. I'm going to start out in my kitchen, but I'm going to finish or do part of it away from my kitchen. And then this is just an example, just one example. I'm going to come back and add whatever that is I did on the outside to the original, what I did. And then that may not even be all of it. And I'm going to take that with me and go finish it off somewhere else. And then I might come back and put one of this in it. You don't have it. You don't have what was I doing when I was away? That's the thing. So you guys, tips, please protect your creations. YouTube creators or anyone who has come up with something, please protect your creations. Please do a lot of things away from your place, in private, if you have to go to someone else's home, because here's the deal. There's a lot of spying going on these days, you guys. A lot of people are so being spied on in their homes, in the privacy of their homes, apartments, and they have no clue. They come up with these ideas and ideals, and they're great, and they leave it at home and they go to work. This is your freedom. Yes, you should be able to take out a tablet, start a project, via pen and pencil or pencil and paper, leave that on your desk as an example, go to work and come back and look at it 3 days later or whatever, and you should be able to start off where you finished. Begin where you finished. Those days are over. Additionally, please reset your phones. You guys, please take your phone back to factory default settings. Okay. I do this all the freaking times with every one of my phones continuously. That's the reason why I don't keep contacts in my phones. You guys, I haven't kept contacts in my phones in, I know, about 6-7 years. 6 years, at least, minimum. I don't keep contacts in my phone for that reason. You're asking for it. If they can't get your information from you, yourself, they're going to contact your contacts. And when you guys are talking, they're going to hack in their phone. And then you're talking to your business partner. Well, you're set. And you can't tell people what to do with their phones. You can't say, reset your phones. I've tried that. It doesn't work. You want to hang around me, you got to reset your phones. It doesn't work, and it's not fair to the phone owner. So what you have to do is remove yourself out of the situation totally, partially, or just don't talk about whatever that is that's really important to you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to be careful of things and reset your phone. And like I said, I don't keep contacts in my phone. I don't, because I'm resetting it so often. It's like this phone that I'm using right now to record this video. I've only had this phone for maybe 2 months or less. And I can safely say I have reset this phone in that length of time at least 12 times, over 10 to be safe. Yeah, definitely. Easy. Okay. You got to reset your phones. Okay. Also, going back to No Drug Dealers Road to Success, it's not going to be easy, you guys. Once you get an idea, that's the first step. Then you have to go directly into research. I don't care what kind of business you have. If you have a business picking up tiny, tiny pebbles out of dirt and selling them to whomever, you got to know how to wash them before it's so that they don't turn completely like dry and ashy. You got to make sure, what kind of washing solution do I use? Who's your marketing team? I mean, or are you just the only marketing person? That's okay too. Who are you marketing those to? You got to check out your competition. And when I say check out your competition, goes back to what I said. That doesn't mean copy. It doesn't mean copy. Oh, the most beautiful. Did you guys see that beautiful butterfly that just big, huge? Hi, butterfly. Yeah, it's okay to check out your competition, but don't try to be your competition. Think outside the box. And you can copy some things from your competition, like, oh, I like the way they did this, and then especially when it comes to marketing and things like that. But when it comes to product, come up with your own things, you guys. Their color is blue, your color's red. They put this in there, you put that in there. But don't just copy someone's ideas. And as a matter of fact, when I was on a social media platform, I ran across this picture. It wasn't mine, but I ran across this picture. I loved it. It was about 15 cats. And it was a comic strip kind of picture, where someone drew it, And all these cats were exactly alike. But cats, they're in different positions and all of that. And they were on top of this copy machine. But the cats were a copy of the cat that was sitting on top of the scanner for the copy machine. If you guys look that up, I thought it was so cute. I had to post it. So the cats were coming out where the paper would normally come out for a copy. The cats were coming out. Copycats. Stop being a copycat, you guys. It'll never work. And one of my pet peeves, and this is tip number 4 or 3 or whatever. I'm just not going to even count anymore. Stop wasting your time. There are so many people, and this is a drug dealer's road to success. There are, like I said, no offense to drug dealers, there are so many people who really feel in their heart that they're due something that belongs to you. I mean, they really feel whatever it is theirs, and they can steal it and use it. Drug dealers' road to success. You can't just think that you can go do this and that. And the other part of what I just said, how I'll mix this and mix that and come back. And then, I'll put one last thing in there and you don't know what the heck I did those 2 times I left. One of the things you have to realize, you guys, is that that person has a brain. And there are things that they may not have on paper if you're being that nosy and coming in their place and looking or whatever the situation is, that is in the top. They should. Don't ever put everything on paper these days, because like I said, you may not know if you're being spied on. There's things that person may have stored in their brain that will complete that formula, such as in my case, just as an example. And you don't even know what it is or what those ingredients or things are, because they're true to this, not new to it. They're not going to just let you just think that you're going to steal their ideas and ideals, and if they're smart, and run away with it. Let me tell you guys something. It is very critical in my life, that what I just said. Alopecia. I've done 7+ years of research. Just like the scar tissue, that's false. I have a client right now, testimony video, 16 playlists. One of those playlists is called testimonies, I think. And there is a client, and I have another one coming up. There's a client whose hair, she had alopecia from cancer, the chemo, and she had dark scar tissue. Look at her hair. So that is not true. As a matter of fact, when I applied the product to her hair the second or third time, I saw that dark spot and I just started rubbing it. Do you know my product literally lifted that dead dark skin off of her scalp. Literally, I was just rolling it like dirt, like you have oily skin and you haven't taken a bath in a while. You know, you get that that dirty, oily sebum collection on your arms, for instance, or whatever, and it happens, and you just keep rubbing until it just comes off. That was the texture. That's what it was. That's not what it was. That's how it was. And it just rolled off with my product, literally. And the hair was growing and has fully come in now. And you can see that testimony video within that playlist. So false. So what do I look like creating something and letting someone just come along and steal it? No. You guys be very careful these days and protect your things, copyright, whatever you have to do, protect it, because the wolves are out there and they have a drug dealer's thought process. Like I said, no offense to drug dealers, that they can just steal your stuff and go along with it. And let me explain when I say no drug dealers road to success. Drug dealers make money really quick. There you go. These people feel like they can make money really quick off of things that you've worked very hard to accomplish. Cover your backs, you guys. It's not going to happen. All right. Make sure you cover your backs. Make sure that who are you talking to on the phone? Make sure that if that's your business partner, your mom, be careful of what you're saying on the phone. And I have a quote, paranoia is the new smart. It is these days because of the World Wide Web, because of technology, because of being able to hack into this and hack into that. I reset my phone because I am constantly being hacked into, regardless of the type of phone I'm on, regardless of the brand. I'm constantly hacked into. And because, how do you know you're constantly hacked into, Kimmy? Well, sorry, but I have a lot of technical, I'm tech savvy. Okay. I have a lot of technical experience. And so I know when I'm being hacked into. I can build a computer with my eyes closed. So I'm not just saying that I'm being hacked into. I really, truly am. Stealing your ideas, trying to. Or better yet, in my case, being a victim of gain stalking, one of the goals of gain stalking is to stop the victim from making money. Literally, to stop that person from producing, which means making money. So if we're continuously hacking your stuff and you can't post this up or post that up, blah, 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 the whole thing. So you guys, at the end of the day, this was not planned. Well, I take that back. It wasn't planned to do it today. But when I realized that the video was missing from my archive of videos, I was like, took down notes and a note and said, I need to redo that video. No Drug Dealer's Road to Success. You guys, the money's going to be there. You just have to put the work in. If that means consulting someone, do whatever you have to do to get your foot in the door. All right? Do whatever you have to do to get your foot in the door. But at the end of the day, before I go, if you continue to copy someone's things and think that you can reproduce what they have worked hard for, whether they've worked hard or not, their ideas, what'll end up happening, because it was not your original idea, you'll be a customer. This is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for listening to this video. Please check out all my stuff. 16 playlists as it stands right now. This is not all I do. Okay. Also, the hair care line and the skin care line, that information is where the text is posted for the video, ordering, shipping, everything. Okay. Let's see what I have to tell you. Currently, this may change. I will do your hair free for 2 months. What? Yes. I will do your hair free for 2 months. That entails me washing your hair, conditioning only if need be. What do you mean by need be, Kimmy? Normally, you're supposed to condition your hair after you wash it. Bull. We've been bamboozled about that too. Please keep in mind, conditioner has chemicals in it too, in most cases. Okay. So I'm one of these types of people, even with my product lines, I try to stay away from chemicals. Okay. So when you're conditioning your hair, and you don't, when you're washing your hair, you don't have to condition it. This is why I say it, because you're going to apply one of my products on your hair that's going to condition your hair continuously while it's on your head, and you don't have to rinse it out. So you don't have to have this conditioner for softness when my products will give you softness. You don't have to have a conditioner for gloss or shininess when the product's going to give you shininess. You don't have to have a condition your hair for strength when the product's going to give you strength. Elasticity. The product's going to give you elasticity. So it's just like overkill. Wash your hair, and this is just speaking on my products, the hair care line. And not everything in the hair care line, but most. Wash your hair and apply the product. Towel blot, apply the product. Let your hair air dry. I'm going to be doing videos on hair myths. Okay, coming up real soon. And apply the product, and there you go. And then do a protective style, or if your hair is short, walk out the door. So there you go. If you guys want to add some tips for business, and this is not just about, let me finish my sentence. If you want to add some tips for business, you can do that below. You're welcome to do that. If you want to comment on this video, please do like the video, and I will answer your questions if you have them, as well as read your comments. But yeah, you guys, I love business. I love teaching people about business. I'm a straight shooter. I don't play around, and do this and do that. I'm going to tell you, and give you advice if you need it on what you should do, how you should handle this and that. But very critical these days, at the end of the day, protect your products, protect your business at all costs. People are listening when you don't know they're listening. Your walls are thin and you don't know they're thin. And people are listening in on phone calls. And this is how a lot of people have become successful. I'm not gonna put race in this, but a lot of people have become successful by stealing other people's things. Literally. You leave, go to work, someone comes in your place, but you come back, your door's locked. No one came in. But they're looking at and taking screenshots of your tablet, but it's in the same freaking spot you left it. Looks like it hadn't been messed with. You're not going to do fingerprints. Why? Because it's still sitting there in the same supposedly spot. You go to the next day and you keep going, but then you find out 3 years later or less, there's a product just like yours. Like, how did that happen? Well, I guess I wasn't on my stuff, like I thought I was. No, you trust me. When it comes to business, you have no friends. You have friends, but I'm just saying when it comes to business, always think I have no friends. I have plenty of enemies. You have to psych yourself out like that. And with those two being said, that means it is your responsibility to protect your thoughts and ideas. Okay. This is Kimmy Wyatt. I'm going to go post those comments and questions. Also, if you're interested in me doing your hair, I don't think I finished. I will do your hair for 2 months, wash your hair, condition if necessary. If necessary means if it is damaged, I can visually see damage, or I can see that you dyed your hair. I'm going to condition your hair. I'm going to rice water. Another reason for not conditioning is because rice water has nutrients and minerals that most conditioners do not have. So that's overkill. I'm going to apply the product and I'm going to twist your hair, but in between I might massage your scalp. Okay. So if you're interested in that, post your comments below, contact me. This is a limited time offer. I will do your hair free for 2 months, once a week. Let me know. Only thing I ask in return is that you do a non-coerced video about the product, telling people how you feel about it, whether good or bad. And I will post that video on YouTube as it stands right now. Okay? Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao bella, ciao bello. Smooches, gotta go. And the new one, toodaloo.